One of the main elements of business today is the ability to create new and useful ideas that solve the problems and challenges people face every day. Businesses achieve success by creating value in the marketplace when they combine resources in new and different ways to gain a competitive edge over rivals. But what is the secret for creating value in marketplace? In reality, the secret is no secret at all. It's just applying creativity and innovation. But what are these concepts? Is there any difference between the two? Creativity is the ability to develop new ideas and discover new ways of looking to problems and opportunities, while innovation is the ability to apply creative solutions to problems or opportunities. While creativity is thinking new things, innovation is doing new things. Simply, having a great new idea is not enough. Implementing that idea is the next essential step towards success. Creativity is essential to survival, but we have to think of failure as part of the creative process because, in reality, for every 3 new product ideas, 4 make it to the development stage, 2 are actually launched, 1 becomes a success in the market. But why work so much, spend so much resources for new products? Because on average, new products account for 40% of company sales. And creativity is an important source of building a competitive advantage. Can we learn to be creative? Does any one of you think he or she is not creative? Does anyone think he or she has a limited imagination? Throughout our life, we tend to have these thoughts and link creativity, usually with children. But yes, research shows that anyone can learn to be creative. It can be realized by overcoming paradigms and by suspending conventional thinking long enough to consider new and different alternatives. Research in the operation of human brain shows that each hemisphere of the brain processes information differently and that any one side of the brain tends to be dominant over the other. Each hemisphere tends to specialize in certain functions. The left side of the brain is guided by linear, vertical thinking from one logical conclusion to the next, while the right side relies on kaleidoscopic lateral thinking, considering a problem from all sides and jumping into it at different points. The left hemisphere handles language, logic, and symbols. The right takes care of the body's emotional, intuitive, and spatial functions. The left brain processes information in a step-by-step fashion, but the right brain processes it intuitively, all at once, relying heavily on images. It is the right brain driven that lies on the heart of the creative process. Those who have learned to develop their right brain thinking skills tend to always ask the question, is there a better way? Challenge custom, routine, and tradition. Play mental games. Understand there may be more than one right answer. Consider mistakes as pit stops on the way to success. See problems as springboards for new ideas. Relate seemingly unrelated ideas to a problem to generate innovative solution. Although each hemisphere of the brain tends to dominate in its particular function, the two halves normally cooperate. But creativity doesn't just happen in organizations. It needs an environment in which it can flourish. Managers can stimulate their own creativity and encourage it among employees by designing a culture of innovation. This is made possible through including creativity as a core company value. It has to be expressed in the mission statement, and managers has to affirm their commitment for implementation. Embracing diversity. Diversity in the workplace, in the workforce, their backgrounds, cultural experiences, hobbies, and interests. Expecting creativity. One of the best ways to communicate the expectation of creativity is to encourage employees to be creative. Expecting and tolerating failure. As creativity requires taking chances, the managers must remove employees' fear of fail. And creating an organizational structure that nourishes creativity. As innovative organizations are not structures as traditional pyramid because the creative ideas have to flow freely through the organization. Hopefully, this part of the presentation was of your interest. I thank you for your attention and I invite you to watch the second part.